Greetings everyone, Corky here, and I feel a little guilty. The other week, I released a video going up the Goodwood Hill climbing a few cars, including this very vehicle, the Porsche 956. And I feel as if I did it a disservice. This is my favorite car in all of racing, and I deem it to be one of the greatest race cars of all time, and I think the fact that I can't drive it properly is a right shame. And so today, I want to remedy that. I want to set my wrongs straight, and I want to learn to drive what I consider to be not only an amazing race car, but also an incredibly difficult machine to handle. I have about 20 minutes, and I'm just going to see if I can get anywhere near the time that this car set in real life in 1984, which I believe was somewhere in the range of a 3-minute 26. If I can get under 3-minute 30, I will be ecstatic. But I don't even think that is going to happen, because by the time I've stopped talking in this intro, I've already been recording for that exact amount of time. A couple things to note, I have no camera on for today, as we get rolling, just because it keeps falling off of its stand. Other thing to note, I have the turbo turned down, at least for now. We will try and get it all the way up to 100, or at least somewhere around maybe 80%. But for now, just warming up in these first few laps, I have it at 40. Now, we have a historically accurate Le Mans as well. At this point, I've collected about 3 versions of Le Mans in the Assetto Corsa, that being 1967, 1982, and then the modern version. This doesn't have any chicanes, so that does mean we get to do a little bit of waiting as we head down the Mulsanne. We only have 5 gears, so we're already reaching top speeds here. We are going very, very quick, but at the same time, I kind of prefer the chicanes for Le Mans, because there's something to do. At least we do have a kink here, though, but there's no lifting. In the GT40 in 1967, there was a small lift through there, but deciding against it because we have much more downforce in these 1980s cars of the Group C era. Definitely braking a little early there, but I mean, at least we didn't go flying off track by braking too late. Okay, this is just a very chilled out lap, but after this, I'm gonna try and send it. I don't know how I should be sending it into this corner. That seemed appropriate. A lot of camber in there. A lot of camber. It's going to be through the S's now, the Porsche curves. Needless to say, I am greatly frightened. I don't know where to brake, so we're just going to brake around here, dip it into 4th, over this crest, lose a little bit of downforce. You can really feel it through the wheel. Gonna just lift off a bit. Oh, that's so much tighter than I thought it was gonna be. And there we go, just completely dead. Definitely make sure to brake a little bit more through there. Complete send through there, Christ. And then down to 2nd. The H pattern makes this really hard. There's no ABS either. And even then we get a little bit of spinning on exit without the turbo. Kind of insane. But okay, here's our first flying lap.
5 minutes later.
Ooh, big lockup. Oh, hello. Hi, guys. Just saying a nice little greeting to the fans. How we doing? Okay, well, that didn't go too well. But that being said, I think I'm going to go back to the hot lap start, turn up the turbo to 60, and see if we can do a lap then. Alrighty, turbo up to 60%. The default setup is at 70%, so I'm expecting this to be pretty close to how it's going to be normally. Here we go down the main straight. It's not too bad, but I can tell this car is just quicker off rip. I'm in 5th gear before I even get to this corner. As with before, I was 5th gear midway through. Ooh, a little bit of turbo lag there, just kicking in. Well, I'll tell you what, this isn't feeling too bad. I mean, it's a lot to keep up with, don't get me wrong, but it's not the worst thing in the world. As you can tell now, I think we're going a lot faster. Oh, way faster down the Mulsanne. We get to fly through the kink at blistering speed, 298 kilometers an hour, peaking at 8,500 RPM. And we're going to watch that number fall as we keep it on the brakes. Just braking too early, man. Just braking too early. I keep going on the clutch too quickly. I keep letting off too fast. Going incredibly fast even through here. I'm gonna brake just a little bit. Gonna go into fourth for this corner. Down to second. There you go. Just roll it in, put it through that camber. Beautiful. A little bit of oversteer on exit. Never hurt anyone. Well, I'm driving better than I thought I would, but I'm scared that when I turn the turbo up, it's gonna kill me. Send it through the Porsche curves. We know now to brake way more. Ideally in a straight line, but oh, big spin. We keep it out the wall. No, we don't. Oh. That's really hard because you really want a straight line brake in these cars, but it's quite the difficulty. Alright, let's see what the lap time is. It is invalid because that off in the grass. We are going to be a lot slower, and we just screwed up our shift. That's a 4-minute 11, good lord. The 3-minute 30 mark is nowhere to be seen. I don't think it will be at all, even by the end of this recording. That being said, we are going to turn up the turbo, because really, of all things, the turbo hasn't caused us too much problems yet. Emphasis on yet. Screw it, I'm going up to 80%, we'll see where that puts us. Probably know we're good, but you know. It's crazy how quickly that lag kicked in, just in the last kind of quarter of the RPMs, maybe. Absolutely ridiculous, but really, really fun to drive if you can handle it. It's just I'm not a very good driver. Could probably be down in second for this corner, but I honestly can't say it matters that much. That was probably the best we've taken it so far. So I'm not complaining. No, no, not Tetra Rouge. Oh, that sucks. Well, let's have another go. But here we go onto our flying lap. I mean, I think we can do this. We can definitely survive this lap. Yeah, definitely don't need to go into second for the chicane. Ooh, big snap of oversteer there. I just don't understand how you drive these things to the limit. It takes such balls and a lot of skill. There's a quote in the Motorsport magazine that really sticks with me about this very car, that in the rain down this very straight, you would be steering lock to steering lock because there's so much turbo and such little grip. I can't remember who said it. I'll put it on screen if I ever remember while I edit it, but it's just such an amazing clip, or sorry, quote. This is really good training for using the manual as well. I'm really getting way more comfortable with it. Down to second, get that shifting correct. Again, I really should be heel and toeing, but who cares? I can't even shift normally, so let's not complicate things. Now, here's the hardest part. Haven't gotten through here cleanly yet. It's time for the Porsche curves. Through this corner, this one's pretty easy as they come. We're gonna be nice and relaxed on throttle because then we want to put it down into not first gear. Oh, good lord. I did not mean to do that. Well, despite the failure of that, I am going to do something a little stupid because our 20 minutes is almost up. I'm gonna turn the turbo up to 90% and we're just gonna do our best. I want to complete one clean lap and we're just gonna keep running that same 90% turbo and complete one clean lap. Screw it, I'm putting the turbo to 100. 90% is for cowards. We go all the way or none of the way. And we might go none of the way if we hit the wall. I gotta remind myself to just stay on the clutch for a little longer. There's no need to like pump the clutch and just be really quick and dump it. It's fine. I can relax. I don't need to, you know, drive the transmission off of this thing. I don't need to fall out the bottom. That's technically a cut track, but I'd count the lap anyways if it happens to go cleanly from this point onwards. Also, I just want to say something while we run down the Mulsanne straight, a little bit of Mulsanne therapy. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe and comment on all that. But I just want to say thank you for watching. I love doing YouTube so much, and I know this video isn't some crazy concept. It's kind of chiller than a lot of my normal videos. I just love this car so much, so I had to. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, you specifically watching this video. Thank you. The fact that you're far enough into this video to hear this really means a lot. Please please keep watching. Give me that watch time. I'm a little bit scared for this section of the course. We're going to just brake here, go down to 4th. Ooh, locking the brakes a little bit, but just making it through. That's the latest I've ever broke there. Frankly terrifying. Frankly terrifying. I do believe this will be a faster lap. Definitely not in the 3-minute 30s like we wanted, but I mean, beggars cannot be choosers. And now we're going to not screw this up. We're going to brake, go into 3rd. There you go. Perfect. Oh, that felt great. Now we're going to go into the lower gear through here. Or sorry, the higher gear. Maybe that's not the fastest, but I can't care. Having to constantly shift and manage gears through the Porsche curves would have been a major pain in the ass, so I'm just kind of avoiding it by sticking in 4th. Going into here. This might be our first clean-ish lap. Kind of parking it in that last chicane, but it's okay. Turbo lag kicking in. I'll tell you what, a 3-minute 50 is not too bad. 20 seconds off the pace, but can you really complain? No. Take my wins where I can get them. We have one more lap in the tank now before I have to go. So let's send it. 3rd gear through here. There we go. Huge insanity on the exit. Just a bunch of bumping over the curb. Technically an invalid lap, but again, I cannot care. I will count that as clean as long as the rest of the lap goes similarly. That's going to be fastest purple everywhere, so please let me just make it through the rest of this. And now we come up on the end of the Mulsanne, braking as late as we ever have. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. There you go. We haven't had too many screwed up shifts either this lap. Not feeling very brave through here. Gonna have to just... Screwing up my shifting. Ooh, big oversteer through there. Terrifying. And I screwed up my shift again. We are slowly unraveling. Come on, quick through here, quick through here, quick through here. There we go, there we go, there we go. We're gonna just put into 3rd. Come on. Oof. Really risky on the exit there. Come on, we're making it through the Porsche curves with relative ease. There we go, right back into 4th, through the kink. We only have a few more corners left, ramming into 5th. Oh my god, it might actually be happening. Crazy through the chicane. Full send. And there it is. 3-minute 46. Well, is that anywhere near the target we set? No, but to be fair, that's a very unrealistic target set by professional racing drivers in qualifying setup who have been doing this for years. I am in none of those things. I have a full tank of fuel, I have the default Assetto Corsa setup, and for all of that, I could not be happier. Thank you so much for watching me fail and drive terribly around this circuit, and I hope to catch you again next time.